Next up, at UFC Saudi Arabia, we have a new main event. We have Robert Whittaker taking on Ikram Aliskerov in the main event. This was supposed to be Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat is out. He's got God knows what illness. Who knows what's going on with that guy. But we have Ikram. Ikram was supposed to fight last week. They moved him. They said, you know what? You're an actual, genuine prospect at this weight class. Why don't you move your way over? The critics say Ikram Aliskerov knocked out a fat welterweight in his last fight. That, yeah, he's 15-1 and he's got mostly finishes, but look at those finishes. They're not great. His only loss is to Khamzat Chimaev, but he was finished in that. He's taking on Robert Whittaker, one of the most accomplished guys at this weight class. A guy that was the world champion for a long time. That arguably, and I think so, beat Israel Adesanya in the rematch in their last fight. Robert Whittaker is one of the most well-rounded guys at this weight class. He can grapple, he can strike, he's got phenomenal footwork. He does a really good job keeping range and then lunging in to land those strikes. His takedown defense is absolutely spectacular, but he is older. He is getting hit, he is getting bullied. He just beat Paulo Costa in a fight where he was the more technical guy, the better fighter, but he did eat a spinning back kick to the chin that sort of, I don't think it officially dropped him. Did it officially drop him?
No.
It wobbled him. He was on ice skates. He was moving around a little bit.
Remember.
I've been staring dead at this camera on purpose. He was on skates. He was moving around. Didn't quite fall. Didn't give up the points. But it was 10 seconds left in that round. And if it was 30, 40, maybe a minute, it could have been very different. But then he came back. He survived. He didn't get finished. He won the second round. He won the third round. He ultimately won that fight. He's taking on Ikram Aliskerov. Ikram's a guy that was supposed to fight last week, as I mentioned. He's a very good striker who can wrestle as well. We haven't really seen the wrestling in the UFC because his striking has been so damn good. He's a powerful striker that has got pinpoint accuracy and genuine one-punch knockout power. He can wrestle, and when he does want to wrestle, it is nonstop. He's very creative. He'll catch kicks. He'll shoot takedowns. He'll shoot singles, doubles. He'll do duck unders. He'll take your back. He'll do whatever he needs to do. We haven't seen that in the UFC, but if you watch the regional tape, you will see that there. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I do think we have a changing of the guard situation. If this was a full camp, I'd be much higher on Ikram Aliskerov. But the fact that he was in Vegas 7 days ago, in Vegas, cutting weight, and then they said, guess what? You got to fly to the other side of the planet and fight one of the best middleweights on earth, one of the most consistent guys, one of the highly ranked guys that has been highly ranked for a long time.
How is it the other side of the earth when the earth is flat, dumbass?
Flat things don't have sides, dickhead.
The other side, it would just be down the street. He's fighting down the street.
So I'm holding up this phone. There's this part of the phone. What's this? Is this the other side? There's this side and this side.
No, the other side would be the other side. That's the other side.
So he's flying like that.
Yeah, that's not how this earth works.
Ikram Aliskerov, I do think he wins this fight. I think Robert Whittaker, I'm a massive fan. I love Robert Whittaker. He was in my safety parlay when Dricus du Plessis pushed him around and smacked the shit out of him, and I got to watch that live. I think we have two different trajectories going on here. I think Robert is starting to phase out, and this new generation is working its way in. I think Ikram wins this fight. Not confident enough to bet on it. I wish the odds were wider so I could, but I am going to pick Ikram here. What do you think, Cheeky boy?
Yeah, let me just start by saying,
can't wait to hear this.
Let me actually first off by saying that if you guys don't know what's going on right now, Angelo has turned into alcoholic Angelo, and what you guys don't know about that.
I'm on vacation.
What you guys don't know about that is he gets definitely loud. He interrupts a lot. He gets, verbally and physically abusive when he starts drinking, and it becomes a problem for a lot of people. There's a reason why Angelo is locked in a bedroom right now. He talks about, I have the door locked from the inside. The door is locked from the outside. Angelo is, once he gets past drink 6, he is not allowed to leave any type of room. The only reason we let him out is to film those little vlogs that he shows, and he's back in. I mean, it's basically like Hannibal Lecter. He's wheeled in, he's put on the couch. Oh, I'm Angelo, and then it's like, oh my God, once the camera's off, what's he gonna do? We wheel him back into the room. So that's what's going on right now with his outburst, with his anger, and I just want to personally apologize. That's stuff we're talking about. And I just want to personally apologize to all you guys that have been watching. Typically, it's not like this. Typically, it's a lot more fun, a lot more professional. All the anger and rage hopefully is going to be gone next week. You should be in a better mood, so a little bit clean. We're trying to get him help. In this fight, Bobby Knuckles, I'm a big Bobby Knuckles guy. I've always been a Bobby Knuckles fan. Obviously, in his last fight, I picked against him for Lock of the Week. And this is what I mentioned this in my quick pick video. And Angelo, you're probably going to start yelling and screaming or whatever you're going to do in this situation when I mention this. But this feels like the Alex Perez fight, the Alex Perez-Tatsuro Taira fight. By that, I mean Alex Perez was really struggling with top guys, right? He was losing to top guys, and he fought Makayev, and it was a weird fight, but he lost that fight. He wasn't really doing enough. He won one fight against Nicolau, who probably isn't a top guy at this point, especially with his chin. And then all of a sudden, people are like, oh, he's going to smoke this young prospect coming in because he beat Nicolau, right? Well, Bobby Knuckles I don't want to say he was struggling a lot because he was winning, but we've seen chin issues. We see him getting taken down by DDP, who's an okay wrestler, but it was a kind of a bullshit takedown. He gets dropped by a jab. He comes in, he beats Costa, and people are like, oh, Bobby Knuckles is back. Bobby Knuckles is going to beat Chimaev.
In 2 years. I'm helping you. That was help.
Yeah, Bobby Knuckles is going to beat Ikram, this young guy, and he could, but the win against Paulo Costa, guys, not a great win, right? And people are like, oh, he was your Lock of the Week, Jake. Yeah, I thought he was a pretty good guy. I thought he was a top 5 guy. At this point, we gotta respect the fact that Paulo Costa probably isn't a top 5 guy. And he was almost knocked out by Paulo Costa. And that fight was even more competitive than I think people realize. That third round was a close round. If Paulo Costa's doing anything in that third round, he could have stole that decision. Just wasn't a lot of pressure, wasn't doing anything.
Tired.
So I think that the situation is, people saw that win against Nicolau with Alex Perez, and they jumped all over it against a young prospect. This is a little bit different because Ikram is short notice. He wasn't really preparing for this, and Bobby probably is better overall than a guy like Alex Perez. But one thing that Ikram does really, really well from what I've seen with his power is he will sit on it and wait for you to blitz in. And anytime he's landing a big shot, it's when people are blitzing in, walking into these shots. And what does Bobby Knuckles do more than anybody in the world? He's waiting, and then it's a blitz in. It's a 1-2 with the head kick, boom, boom. And I think he could get caught. And if he gets caught with the power of Ikram, he's going to get put the fuck out. If Ikram comes in with like a wrestling heavy game plan, I kind of don't like that. I think eventually he's going to gas the 2 weight cuts, like half a weight cut across the world. Wasn't really prepared for 5 rounds. Robert Witt's been preparing for the wrestling of Chimaev. I think he's going to be ready. If I'm Ikram, I just stand, I wait for those blitzes, I try to land that power, and if he lands that power, he can knock out Bobby Knuckles. Bobby gets wobbled by basically everybody at this point, sat down by some people. I'm going Ikram here, but I'll be honest, I haven't bet it. I still respect Bobby and, that short notice and, 5 rounds, and I haven't bet it yet, but as a pick, I'm going Ikram.
I'll be rooting for Bobby big time. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the pick is bad. I hope it's a disaster. I hope Robert Whittaker smokes Ikram Aliskerov. I love Robert Whittaker. The dude is hilarious. He's fun. Great ambassador for the sport. Great fighter. Well-rounded. Fought everybody. I love Robert Whittaker. I'm rooting for Robert Whittaker. This is a very unforgiving sport. A very unforgiving sport. Your chin goes just a little bit, and then it's gone forever. You get just a tiny bit older, you're too slow for the division. So I do think Robert's on his way down, but I'll be rooting for him big time. You're going to spend the $7,800 in DraftKings Fantasy for Ikram Aliskerov.
Sorry, I'm texting Minty right now. I said Angela's drunk.
Let's start a new channel, yeah.
I said Angela's drunk and keeps yelling on stream. She said, no way. I said, yeah, it's pathetic. I mean, this is just out of control at this point.
Oh, okay, Minty. Wow. Okay.
No, I said it's pathetic. She said, no way. She didn't believe it. She doesn't want to believe that you are who everyone says you are.
First of all, how about this fucking slap dick? Just go bald. That's not bad, dude.
Yeah, we got to end the stream or something. This is about to be...
Go ahead. Dude, I've had 10. I'm on my 10th. We're 2 hours and 22 minutes into this. I told my family 90 minutes.
I don't know if I can do this next week.
I'll be sober next week. I don't drink at home. I'm on vacation.
I don't know if I can do Vegas for fucking 3 days. I'm regretting this.
Well, we'll find out together. You picked Ikram. I picked Ikram. We're both on the Ikram side, but we also think Robert can win this fight. We will both be rooting for Robert Whittaker. $7,800 for Ikram Aliskerov. If you do want to unlock all the picks, the bets, the round 9 leans, and more, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It's only $10 an entire month. And you might say, wow, that sounds like a lot of money. Go to a fucking McDonald's. Look at a combo meal and tell me if $10 is a lot of money. You will unlock everything you need to do. And everything that you want or need for...
You know how it cost me at a fucking meal?
You eat like a child, 4 nuggets and a small fry.
It was a double Whopper, medium, with a Dr. Pepper.
That's $13.50.
It's $16. It was like $15.
Oh, shit, that is a lot.
You know what I get on my double Whopper, too? Woo!
Extra cheese.
Ketchup, mustard, cheese only.
No onions. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. It is only $10 for an entire month. Here's the text, guys. Here's the text.
And I literally this is
when are you done? From the wife. We got to wrap this shit up. If you become a premium member, guys, you'll get everything you need.
If you haven't liked the stream already, please like the stream. This next week is probably, at this rate, I would imagine next week is going to be the last live stream that we ever do. Please pray for me. In Vegas, because I'm one of those guys. If you guys are around me, and Angela knows, I mean, I don't know if he's in or not. If I drink, if I'm having a good time, I'm still very normal. I'm not loud. I'm not rambunctious. I'm not annoying. I just kind of stay in my lane. Angelo, as you guys
he's
have
afraid
seen,
of strangers.
Is not that person. Angelo is going to be all over everything. He's going to be this and that, and I'm going to need your prayers to get through these fucking Thursday. Thank God you're not getting there when I get there. I mean, at least
I have a wide social circle because I'm a very. What's funny is I'm an outgoing guy, but Tiffany is convinced I fucking hate everybody.
People are scared to tell you no because you get verbally and physically abusive.
And with a neck like this, guys, WeWantPicks.com/bets. You sign up, you make a deposit, we send you $50 as a thank you. Then become a premium member. It's $10. You're going to get tools like the line movement tracker. You're going to get the detailed data, metrics, and analytics. You're going to get the best DraftKings ownership projections preloaded into the optimizer, and you're going to get Artem's beautiful, man. And then you're going to get the Pick GPT. This is the artificial intelligence picking fights based solely off of historical data. All of that and so much more, only $10 a month. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. And here's the address if you want to mail us something, because on all the vlogs, we will open the mail, read the mail, do all the things, eat the stuff, drink the stuff. Here's the address. Any last words for the people before I shut this shit down? Take a piss and drink more.
Yeah, I would. We just saw... and I don't want to say that this is going to happen, but we just saw a high-profile arrest over the weekend. Justin Timberlake with a DWI or DUI or whatever that is.
Us handsomes can't get away from it.
Yeah, I would pray that you're not going to be out there driving around tonight. I hope you just kind of stay in the house, but just know that even on a golf cart, a riding lawnmower, a scooter, whatever situation you find yourself in tonight, you can still get arrested for a DUI, public intox. And Angela, I don't want you ruining the trip next week with an arrest. So keep your eye on, Florida arrest situations, and we'll see if you pop up in a mugshot in the morning.
We should be good. But thank you for your concern. Thank you all for the watch. We appreciate every last.
Isn't it kind of crazy too and people are right?
I'm getting angry text messages from the wife. We got to wrap this shit up. I understand that,
but I guarantee people would assume leading up to this moment that we're going to be in Vegas together, that I'm going to be the one that's going to be like, and I'm going to be, and Angela's going to have to be like constantly like reeling me in. Guys, that's not how it works. Anytime we're ever anywhere, it's Angela that's one causing a scene, causing an issue, yelling at managers and stuff like that. I literally am the most normal one here. Tell me every time we do it, you don't get in arguments with managers every time we drink.
I've never asked for him. That's Tiffany. You're thinking of Tiffany.
No, every single time
I gotta go.
At the fucking Texas whatever thing, you destroyed a napkin dispenser. Boom, exploded.
Those motherfuckers tried to charge me
shoot like a random takedown on me, which by the way, I fucking defended that as well. And all of a sudden, a napkin dispenser, boom, in a million pieces. I'm the normal one, guys, and you're gonna find out next week.
Dude, they're rattling the door handle. I gotta go. Thank you all so much. Genuinely
Don't let him out. Don't let him out.
I ended it.